Want to lick it? You can lick it if you want.
Hi there. So, I didn't realize I had to pay to get in here. Make ourselves comfortable. Right. Okay. Can I see any pedestrians? Why would I need pedestrians back there? Okay. Pedal in. Start button's there. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Meet the Owner. This is Kyle here, and today we're going to be into his Mark 7 GTI. Yep. You just said it and I forgot. So, we actually already filmed this episode a week and a half ago. However, because I am totally inept, I filmed it as a time lapse. So a 40-minute episode got cut down to 2.5 minutes. And we're not going to go into sport mode quite yet. Dude, it'd be funny if I just backed into the snowbank. So I guess we could start off with the technical aspects of this car then. So what do you have done to this? It's a 2017 Mark 7 GTI, right?
You got that right. It's a 2017 Mark 7 GTI with a United Motorsports tune. They don't do stages, but you basically just set how much boost you want, and it's tuned for. Now you can choose your octane, your boost, and then they also have ProFlex, which I'll probably do down the road once they upgrade to a Gulf R turbo. But what it has now, 28 psi on the stock IS20 turbo, 93 octane tune, making around 270 wheel horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque. Has a CTS downpipe, CTS intake, and CTS inlet, turbo inlet.
The torque is what gets me every single time. That, did you say 350 foot-pounds?
Yeah.
I mean, that is, it's a small car. It's quick. What did you say this thing weighs? Like 3,000 something pounds?
Yeah, it's around 3.
So we've discussed what you have done to the car, and you said you're going to be working on a bigger turbo. Didn't you say you got an intake delivered this week, right? No, intercooler.
Intercoolers for this car are really expensive.
Okay.
But there is actually an eBay intercooler, and I cringe because usually you don't want to put eBay parts on your car. But there's a lot of people that say this eBay intercooler is good, and there's actually a guy who has a website that he tests the flow of like intakes, inlet tubes, and intercoolers, and this intercooler is just up there with the rest of them. So instead of spending like $800 or $900 on an intercooler, you can get them new $400. I actually bought this one used, so I only got it for $200.
So like a quarter of the price.
Right. Something, I don't know. There's different pros and cons to each style. I believe this is the barn plate. You have so much. I was watching you in the TDI, and that thing fell like 4 times.
It was like 3, but okay. This, you mostly feel most of the boost in second and third, right?
Third gear, yeah.
Third gear, okay.
First and second gear, it limits torque.
Okay.
Or it limits boost to prevent wheel spin. So it gives you all the jam in third gear.
Makes sense.
And third gear is has a mechanical advantage. Fourth is 1-to-1, and then after that you're the opposite of, I don't know, gear ratios. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a little bit about gear ratios. Totally.
It's like 4 is 1-to-1. 3, you still have actually more torque. The torque advantage of the gear, and then after end of fifth, whatever.
Yeah, you're not really putting down much power in the higher gears.
Right.
I drag race my Cherokee for a living. So you're going on Crown again this year then?
Yeah, so we did Crown Rally 6 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we're doing North again this year, so hopefully taking the RS3. I mean, most likely taking the RS3.
Okay, and so who's we?
My buddy Charlie and my buddy Dan.
Okay, and you guys are taking the RS3?
Yep.
How much? You said that's pushing like a crazy amount of horsepower, right?
It was making somewhere around 470 wheel.
Okay, but you guys are, it's going to be upgraded in the future, I think you said, right?
Yeah, so the engine's being rebuilt to support 800 to 1,000 horsepower.
Okay.
We are going to wait on upgrading the turbo, I think, because the tuning company that I would like Charlie to work with, because it's Charlie's car, but we kind of help him pick things out.
Yeah.
They don't have like off-the-shelf tunes for some of the bigger turbos yet, so...
As you mentioned earlier, you have your own channel, HardWayLearning. So what is it that you mostly do on there? You work on your Miata primarily?
Yeah, so the channel has basically grown from me doing any sort of maintenance on the Miata. And then my dream was I was a turbocharger, so then I covered all of the installing the ECU, learning how to operate Tuner Studio, installing injectors, the turbo, the intercooler piping, everything that I've done to the car. And I've also had the opportunity to work on the RS3, so we did the downpipe on the channel, we did the integrated engineering carbon fiber intake, which is super cool looking, and then like a front lip. So anything we've ever done to any of my cars or any of Charlie's cars, which is mainly the RS3, has been recorded and put on my channel.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you said you've only raced a Miata once, right?
Yeah, I did autocross when it was still naturally aspirated.
Okay. So you haven't tried the turbo on the track yet?
No, I have not.
Do you have like any clips of the whatever this? I forget what it's called. Oh my god. The you know what I'm talking about? That's
The blow-off valve?
the blow-off valve. There we go. Why did I say wastegate?
Yeah, so when I finished the turbocharging install last fall, and I was so excited to just like wrap up the installation videos that I never actually really got around to doing like a driving video.
Okay.
So I don't really have much driving footage, but I did go out there this winter because it's in storage and took it out to grab some parts.
I think this goes into.
So there's a little footage of us driving it then, but
So how much power are you pushing into Miata? Do you know?
that should be somewhere 190, 200. The car only weighs 22. The stock internals on a Miata should support up to like 250 horsepower.
Okay.
So if I ever exceed that and it blows up, I'll probably just build it because they're pretty cheap to build.
You ready for me to give it a little bit of beans here on 35?
Ouch. Let's do it.
Okay, where's the state of gears here? Okay, there we go.
Shift that up. Yeah.
Wow, that's 100 kilometers per hour. Dude, that's why I love driving the Jeep, is because it resets what I think fast is.
Otherwise, if you never wanted to switch back, you'd pop it over to manual.
Yeah.
And that forces it to always be whatever gear you demand.
Makes sense. Ooh, demand. I like that. Tell me if this is the truth or not. When you first got this car, did the dealer tell you gotta establish dominance?
No.
I think that's an R3.
No, it looks like a 5. Oh, and he's got a flat tire in the front.
How did you see that all the way from here, dude?
Racing.
Excuse you. Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot it's got the little pops. Oh my goodness. I forgot about that. Maybe we should go mug a Best Buy. We should go kidnap a Best Buy employee.
Today on Minnoxide. How do you say your username or whatever? Minnoxide?
So a lot of people have fun with this one. I've heard Minnoxide. I've heard Minnoxide. That's a fun one. Minnesota side. Like, I've heard everything anybody could come up with. It's just Minnoxide.
Okay.
But I encourage.
That's the way I read it.
Yeah, I encourage any innovation on the name. So what makes you sad, Kyle? Winter. Yeah. So what is there any car things that you're able to do during this off season?
I mean, all the parts I put on this have been over the winter.
Now, what do you have done exhaust-wise again? Did you do it much?
Just the downpipe.
Just downpipe, huh?
Which deletes one of the cats and then
Okay.
adds a little cat. And then I started tinting it, which ended up
tinting it?
Yeah, so it was our first time trying to tint. Me and Dan brought it out to Eau Claire and my buddy in Charlie's garage because it's heated. And we got the back doors done. And it is like not even really noticeable. Because I did 50% because I'm trying to not draw too much attention from the police. Which I've heard people don't really have issues with it, but...
Have you considered wrapping it or anything? Anything funky?
I wouldn't mind doing like a no gloss color wrap.
Okay.
Not even, I don't know, something in between like a matte and like a gloss finish. Like a satin.
Okay, that'd be kind of cool.
But that also just seems really expensive and unnecessary.
Do it yourself on the channel.
Yeah, that's what I would most likely end up doing, but...
Because, like, you would only have to, for this car, I mean, it's small, dude. You'd probably only have to get, like, maybe $300 or $400 worth of vinyl, if that.
Right.
And that's assuming you go 3M or Avery. Like, you could go cheaper, too, like Vivid, which isn't too bad. That's what Kelly did on the Camaro.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
He wrapped it himself?
The white portion, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the only thing that Kelly struggled
Kelly
on...
can do it.
Well, exactly. When I was on the 10K Lakes rally, 10K rakes, imagine that. Today at Home Depot, we discussed so much last week, I don't even know what to ask you anymore.
We got into the whole like A3, S3, R3, Golf, GTI, R. They're all the same.
That's 3 now.
So yeah, if you don't know much about Volkswagen and Audi, they're owned by the Volkswagen Automotive Group, and the Golf and the A3 share the same platform. It's an MQB platform, so a lot of the parts are interchangeable. And the A3, the S3, the GTI, and the Golf R all have the same 4-cylinder, 2-liter turbo engine. The GTI has an IS-20, which is a slightly smaller turbo, and the A3 has the IS-20. The Golf R has the IS-38, the S3 has the IS-38. So it's really common to swap a Golf R / S3 turbo into a GTI or an A3.
So have you considered getting yourself a Prius? Get yourself a I Love Bernie sticker?
No.
No, you haven't considered it?
No.
You don't want to feel the burn?
I wouldn't mind, the gas mileage, I suppose, but...
What do you get on this again? Dude, what the fuck? Here, let me check. Here, you squeeze it on there. Send it. Didn't you say this has launch control too?
I think it does. I haven't tried it yet.
We'll just do some left foot braking, maybe. That's so irritating.
It stuck the last time.
Yeah, the
Do you
last
want
time.
to lick it?
You can lick it if you want.
I'll just make a new one. Animal.
Were we on this street already?
What are you talking about? We just started the episode.
Hello and welcome to Minnoxide. This is driving cars with other people.
Scared yet?
No.
This feels like it'd be a great rally car, though. Seriously, like, I mean, it wouldn't keep up with anything crazy fast, but like, if you do a little more work to it, I love the way it handles. That's my thing.
It's a very comfortable, like, touring car.
Uh-huh. I was watching the time lapse, and you were holding onto the oh shit handle the whole time.
Up here?
Yeah, you were holding it the whole time.
Alright, I was like right here. Like,
How are we doing on gas? Oh yeah, it's a Golf, it's okay. We only have to refill it twice.
just
Ever.
Annually.
Annually. Was that the tire?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just brought it a little bit into the red line. Obviously, I don't want to blow anything. Do you have nannies on here still then? Or not really?
What do you mean?
Like if I take it to
traction control?
8,000 RPM, is it gonna shoot a rod into the neighbor's dog?
It could.
It could?
So I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay,
And
so
actually, it makes more power from 3 to 5.5 than it does up top because it's such a small turbo.
okay.
So you're at an advantage if you manually shift it.
Let's see. I don't know if you've gathered this information. I'm lost as fuck. Oh yeah, put your blinker on now. Sure. Not like I could have made it or something. Oh, and take the turn at 10 miles an hour. I'm not angry.
Today on Minnoxide, we're yelling at people. Right. Oh, you had an opportunity to spin them right there. You just said no.
No.
Yeah, so if you downshifted into 2 right now, that'd be...
A1.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, that's what I look for right there.
Yeah, you're not kidding. In 3 to 5,000 RPM, that's where you really get the boost.
To be honest, it feels even faster when there's no one else in the car.
Okay, listen, I've been on a diet. I've dropped 6 pounds since our failed episode. That's me.
Oh, there it is.
I love how it handles. Scared yet?
Yeah, I thought for sure we were going to slide into a bank there.
I did feel less traction. I really hope you made a face. I really hope you made a
Zoom
face.
in on that. Freeze
Just you
frame
doing
it.
this.
I was making a face, I think, for sure.
if you really want to do a good road, have you been up to Afton by any chance?
Yes.
It's kind of close to Wisconsin. I went there with Jacob from Golden Peak Productions.
Yeah. No, I've definitely been to Afton. I think there is a road that like it goes north-south that has a nice winds.
Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Nature Center, huh? You want to go strangle some birds?
Sure.
One time I woke up for a photo shoot and they were getting their wheels changed or their tires mounted or something. They weren't going to be ready in time or that day even, so they canceled or rescheduled or whatever. And my friend who was going to drive me for rollers was up, and I was like, dude, sorry, you got canceled. He's like, oh, okay, you still want to hang out? I'm like, I don't know, what are we going to do? It's like 7 a.m. So we went to Walmart to mess around after we went to Panera for lunch, right? Or for breakfast. And then at Walmart, we bought bird seeds. And then we drove somewhere out here to Bloomington, and we just went to go feed birds for like an hour and a half.
Shout out to the licked suction cup it's holding up now. Hasn't fallen since. It's a trick. You're gonna have to bring like a little spray bottle with you.
I'm gonna throw that the fuck out when I get home. We're disinfected in bleach.
I promise I don't have coronavirus.
It's okay.
A little bit of a germaphobe or what?
I'm not really much of a germaphobe. I just don't need your herpes.
Who says I have herpes?
Have you seen your face? So the Highland Resort's there, so we're gonna rip a U-E and we're gonna grab you some cool photos.
I can see your method, see how you work. See? 3,000 to 4,000. She gives a nice pop.
Okay, I know you think you're an expert. Okay, well, you know we're gonna rip it now, right? That was a beautiful sound, you know that? You gotta get louder though. Are you? Or do you like being a little bit incognito?
You know, it's my daily driver, so I kind of want to.
Sure, it is.
A little. Not droney, I guess.
Well, you don't want it droning.
The problem with these little 4-cylinders is they tend to drone.
Very true. So.
I was gonna. Okay, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna ramble again.
You cut me off, bastard. So there's like I think it's a resonator right after the high flow cat that people remove and then replace it with a vibrant resonator. So I think that'll help with drone and it might make it a little louder.
Would you ever consider, like, I know you're gonna be trying to go for like 400 figures, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever consider going into like 700 or 800 figures, or do you just think that's just the big boy price, not worth paying?
I mean, maybe if I have this car long enough and I decide to build it at some point.
Yeah, if you get like another daily or something.
Right.
Yeah, because right now as a daily, you don't want to be.
I need reliability.
Exactly.
So keeping with the OEM turbo is kind of the where you want to be. Is this? Oh, Highland. I have literally never seen this place. You don't have to pay to get into this?
Oh, whoopsie. Uh-oh.
You might be able to, if you loop out fast enough, you know what I mean? Or just wave down that way.
You couldn't have a Lamborghini. We could just go under. Is there anybody behind us?
Yeah, you maybe put on your reverse lights and maybe they'll be nice enough.
Golly. Hold up. Here's how we're going to do this. How far is it? We're going to pay. All right, whatever. How much is it? $2 per hour. Okay.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
This is your cold open.
Put it in drive.
We're at Highland Park and we have no skis and no snowboards.
And no brain.
I thought you had some secret spot over here. I was like,
well, this is usually open. Hi there. So I didn't realize I had to pay to get in here. And I was just gonna do a loopity-loop. So where would I go to get out?
Pull right out. Go that way to the end.
Okay.
You're in here less than 5 minutes. Looks like you are. It's free. So.
Hurry. Oh, okay, we gotta go.
Go that way and then.
Well, I can't turn here, but.
Oh, you can. One way that way.
Okay, thank you. That was one way too. Oh, okay, that's my wallet. Is that a Chihuahua? No, it's a boot.
Oh, weird. I definitely saw a small dog.
I thought I saw a small dog too.
You put it in my mind.
Oh, hello. Motherfucker. God bless America. Any closing thoughts from you?
Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Do you have some bad experiences with pets?
No, it's just what Bob Barker used to say on... Or wait, was that the... No, that was the guy on Wheel of Fortune. That was his thing. I usually just say, as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to hit up my channel, because it's definitely better than Minnoxide's. And
you know I can just cut that out, right? Alright guys, well thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will have more Meet the Owners coming. I'm going to try to make these every single week. I've been able to get access to some really cool cars, such as this. This is
not that cool, but sure.
It's really average.
It's just a Volkswagen.
He's a Volkswagen,
It's
yeah.
a Volkswagen Aventador.
It's a Volkswagen event, basically. But yeah, guys, so stay tuned for the next following episodes. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. We gotta do a Zohan style.